Hey, Garage Logic fans, I do a podcast on the Garage Logic Network that comes out every Wednesday and Friday now, twice a week. But here's an important caveat. There is zero logic available in my show, in the formal definition of logic. Of course, life is a yin and yang kind of thing. There's the logic side, and then there's the what the hell side, which needs to get its exercise. So come for the what the hell and stay for the you've got to be kidding me. Mishki, now Wednesdays and Fridays, twice a week.
Hey, folks, it's Patrick Reusse, and fruitcake is back on the menu, baby. Let me ask you something. Would you be happy if the only dessert you got this holiday season was fruitcake? Well, no, neither would I. That's what it's like when you've got one insurance agent with just one company. You don't have any options. That's why I work with the Canopy Group. They're an insurance agency that's unique because they offer 16 carefully selected companies for your home and auto insurance. 16. And behind the scenes, they've got 50 licensed elves. Okay, they're agents, but this time of year, let's call them elves, making sure you always have the best coverage at the best price. So this holiday season, don't settle for fruitcake. Get options. Visit the Canopy Group and see what they can do for you. thecanopygroup.com.
Hey, Pat.
Yes, Joseph.
Is today better than yesterday on the old knee?
It's a little better, but these exercises they want you to do, these kind of really bendy exercises, they were not designed for 80-year-old fat men. They had somebody else in mind. I got news for you. That they say you got to bend it. Well, what if it won't bend? Then what the hell you do? What do you gonna go out and I don't know. I'm far behind on my exercises. Let's just say that. So
I predict you'll catch up.
Yeah, well, it might take an extra 2 weeks, but what the hell? It's there's something, Joe, that I would never do again. I can tell you that.
Right.
I don't care what happens in the last one. They can cut it off, the left leg. Give me a crutch. I'll take it anytime. One of those wooden peg legs would be fine.
Well, I walked in your honor yesterday, and it took about 40 minutes, and I couldn't even then. I still saw enough of the Vikings game to proclaim it the worst game ever played in the history of the National Football League.
Now, today I'm reading about how it was kind of a stout effort and we've had all the injuries. The team you were playing is now 2-13.
Right.
They're 2-13.
And trying to lose.
Yes, and they have a quarterback that, the most poorly named quarterback ever, Jason Dart.
Jackson.
You don't exactly throw darts or whatever his name is.
What did he have, about 7 yards total?
33 passing yards. 33.
He made our Vikings look pretty good. JJ, I added up all his stats because he's done now. They're not going to bring him back, I'm sure, from this latest injury.
Well, he went down like Carlo Gomez I thought we were going to have to bring a helicopter in. Somebody touched his hand and he freaked.
Go-go. He was out at second base like Go-go.
Yeah.
Go-go never once got up.
No, I thought he was dead. Turns out he doesn't even have a broken bone.
No, he might play again. But 8.5 games. He's got a 71 passer rating. He's got 11 TDs, 12 interceptions. He's only averaging 170 yards a game. Here's my point now. There is no way that when they made the decision this summer that he was their quarterback, that they envisioned him being this sub-mediocre. Mm-hmm. There's no way they envisioned this. They can say that it's development and everything else, but they wouldn't have done what they did and go out and get an offensive lineman and spend a bunch of money if they thought they had a quarterback who wasn't going to be able to win.
Gentlemen, I have a prediction for you. Mm-hmm. The starting quarterback for the Vikings next year will be Kirk Cousins.
No, Andy Reid wants him.
Why would Andy Reid want him?
Because they don't think, what's his name, the Patrick will be ready.
Oh, I suppose, he might be out.
I didn't see that. Okay. I didn't see that. I wonder, well, Now, he had like a couple of weeks ago, he had a 300-yard game, right? But then he's had some other real stinkers.
Pat, here's the other question about McCarthy. If he doesn't play the rest of this year, you have to base all your future prognostications on judging him by 8.5 games. Now what do you do?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I think you just, I don't know. Do you bring in because if you bring in the alternate, right, next year, you bring in the Wiley vet and he's going to play and this kid's going to learn for another year. He's got 3 years done.
Right.
And then you gotta decide whether you're picking up the 5th year or not, right?
Right.
So he's only got a year left. So I think if they're still believing themselves, they gotta come back next year with him.
Well, here's what I'd tell Carlos Jr. You got no broken bones in your hand. Get your ass out there. You're playing the rest of the season.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I still think they were so rattled after game 2 when he was so awful that when he got hurt there, when he had the knee, they extended that injury stay by about 2 weeks to try to, he missed 5 weeks when it probably should have missed 2 or 3, and because it doesn't sound like it was a very serious thing. So I don't know. It is amazing what how football has kind of degenerated, Joe, into do you have a quarterback or not?
Right.
I mean, it's the way things are now, I guess. I mean, you look at New England now, and why are they that much better than the Vikings? Because they got Drake May, and you don't. So
on the flip side of that, did you happen to watch the Green Bay Chicago game Saturday night?
Yes, quite a bit of it.
That was an exciting game.
Yes, it was.
Yes, and it was nasty.
Yep.
And the Bears, man, the Packers all those years with Rodgers and stuff, and they kind of figure out a way to win. They've been a figure out a way to lose team this year lately. So
that was a hell of a throw to win that game.
Yeah, it was.
He threw it about 4 miles.
Yeah, he is a stud, that's for sure.
How about the kick that Chicago kicker made with the wind? He basically aimed it at the right goalpost, and it floated over the other side. That was crazy.
It looked like my T-ball, right?
Yes, that's exactly what it looked like.
Lined up east to hit it north.
Yeah, right. It was pretty fantastic, to say the least. But anyway.
I have a report to file, speaking of the NFL. The young man sitting in the next room, Joe, and I, we, because every year for his birthday, he gets to pick a game to travel to or to go to.
Did you hear this?
Joe has no idea what I'm about to say,
I've not
Patrick.
heard this.
So it's got to work out when he's out of school, right, for travel purposes. And we decided to go to Bills at the Cleveland Browns yesterday.
You're kidding me.
And
you are a sick human being.
Joe, it gets better.
He doesn't get on a jet airplane.
No. Let's pack up through Traverse and head east, son.
When
Let's
did you
go.
leave?
Saturday morning. Saturday morning.
God in heaven.
Joe, it gets better. So I say, well, the Browns.
In the dead of winter near Lake Erie, when a blizzard can come in at any moment.
Yep. Plus, you got to drive through Chicago, which is the worst drive in America.
I was kind of surprised, though, because we hit Chicago Saturday at about 7:30, 8 o'clock.
At night?
No problem. We drove right around.
Well, then you didn't leave Saturday morning.
Well, 11 o'clock. 10:30, 11 o'clock, we left.
Well, that's not leaving early. That's ridiculous time to leave.
Well, we were going to have to spend the night somewhere anyway.
Well, you should have left at 7 in the morning.
Okay, I'm sorry I didn't confer with you.
Screwed that up.
So we get...
Hey, we should have called Joe and asked if he want to come along.
Oh, you want to come along next time?
No, I can't do that. I have a thing.
So we stay the night. We were just on the edge of Ohio and Indiana. I forget which town we stayed in, and then we made the rest the last 2 hours to get to the game. 1 o'clock kickoff, noon. 1 o'clock
Lovely
kickoff.
Day, right?
It was actually very nice. It was mid-30s. The wind was howling pretty good though off the lake, and I got a couple of tickets that I thought were really good, lower deck, and it turns out We sat in the dog pound with the Cleveland faithful.
Oh, no.
And so I've got my
Your
young
kid's scarred for life.
We're walking in, and I said, now remember, we're not at the Bills Stadium, so just cheer, a little bit, but no, and he's good. He knows how to behave himself. And I said, you're going to hear some language, all right? So just make sure we don't repeat any of that.
Were you in an end zone?
Oh, yeah.
The dog pound end zone?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, that stadium's getting what, like 25 years old
They're
now?
building a new one in a.
I was going to say, are they building a new one?
Yeah, they're building a domed stadium in a suburb. I forget the name of the suburb.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but I kind of like it.
This one isn't on the lake, is it?
Oh, it's right on the water.
The new one?
Oh, yeah. In fact,
is it built on the site of the one that was torn down?
I don't think so. Here, I'll show you. Go ahead.
That's terrible. When Cleveland finally gets a team, and now they're leaving downtown too and going out to the suburbs.
Because it's kind of neat how they have that set up where the ballpark is 5 blocks away, and the NBA arena is right next to the ballpark. So they're all pretty close to each other.
Huh.
It's interesting, Joe. They built the basketball hockey arena out in the suburbs in Richfield, and people didn't want to come there, so they came downtown. With the team, and then and now they're moving football out to the suburbs. But that's too bad. 2
takeaways from that game very quickly. Shadur Sanders, Dion's kid, and Dion apparently was there, but they don't show him. He requested not to be shown on the scoreboard, and so he gets hurt. They're driving against the Bills. He gets hurt. And everyone's screaming, "Call timeout!" Because they hate that Dylan, or what is his name, Dylan Moore, whatever the kid from Oregon's name. And the guys next to us were screaming some of the loudest obscenities at Stefanski, saying, "You bleeping moron! Call!" I'm thinking, this is a 3-12 operation. This game is meaningless.
Right.
And
Is he going to get fired, Stefanski?
I listened to a little bit.
He was 2-time coach of the year.
The fans do like him, and I think that might get him a pass in the fact that, yes, he did win the coach of the year twice, but, the owner's crazy, so who knows what he's going to do.
Is Shadur any good?
He played pretty well yesterday, I thought. Well, that's because in about the third quarter, the young man said, "Dad, it's getting a little hostile in here. Well, I don't think we should maybe go find another spot." But we ended up.
How in the hell are you here today?
We left before the game was over. It's only an 11-hour drive. It's not that bad.
Jeez.
The fact that you have never fallen asleep on a freeway and chilled yourself is amazing. Driving back from that, because let's face it, I'm not suggesting that you would be having consumed alcohol when you got in the car.
Oh, heavens no.
But the day before you left, there was a very good chance that you didn't get your 8 hours, I would think.
Yeah, that's the only trick with road tripping is because I'm always worried that I'm going to oversleep. So, sleep, I usually don't get a good night's sleep, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're to be commended on the one hand, and you ought to have your head examined on the other.
I got to tell you, like that city, right?
I do like Cleveland.
That city is a dump.
Yeah, but it's got a lake.
You like water.
I like water.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was, it has always been ever since 30 years ago, the local magazine did a story on visiting baseball teams and what they liked best about Cleveland, and their favorite restaurant was McDonald's.
That's the old Red Smith line where some guy leans out his car window and asks the guy on the sidewalk trudging into the wind and the snow and said, "Hey, how do you get out of here?" And the guy on the sidewalk said, "If I knew, do you think I'd still be here?"
I'm going to send you a photo, too, Joe. Guess what we walked by on the way back to the parking ramp?
The Rock and Roll Museum.
No, that was a little too far away for us. The historic filming location of A Christmas Story.
Oh, you saw the house?
Yeah, I took a photo. This is where the mall scene was shot.
Oh, be damned.
At the Cleveland, I think it's called the...
Oh, it was great for the kid.
Oh, it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was a fun couple
The wife
days.
and the other kid didn't want to go?
Well, the little guy is a bit under the weather, so they decided to stay home.
I see.
Yeah. They decided to stay home.
She would. So, Joseph,
Yeah.
I am very thrilled to hear that you're going to have a lot of good family time after Christmas, and the whole crew of whom you have been such a supportive character through their whole college years, family years, very, very important to their success is both families and individuals are going to take you on a nice little holiday.
Yeah. I'm a walking ATM.
Oh, man. But it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Sure. I think so.
Yes.
I'm hoping I get a place to sleep.
Are you gonna like how long? When do we shut her down and then come back on Garage Logic here and Monday Night Sports?
Well, Garage Logic will start again January 5th.
Well, we'll have fill-in hosts next week, just depending on who's available to work, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty.
And then,
well, I was just curious. Hey, what happened to our hockey team last night? Is Colorado that good?
I got two theories. One, the Wild were tired 3 games in 4 days.
Yeah.
Colorado was rested. And I now think that Colorado players love playing away from home because they can breathe easier.
Really? Yeah, I mean they're a step faster. Huh?
Right, because they're playing home games at 5,200 feet.
Yes, right.
And they're sucking for air. And they get down to Minnesota and play. It's like heaven, like playing outside in shimmy game,
that's
shinny
not
game.
a bad theory.
Yeah.
And
they look good. They controlled. Colorado absolutely controlled every moment of that game.
That defenseman, something, isn't he? Maker, whatever his name is. He's fantastic. Well, they got McKinnon, who's one of the top 3 or 4, and then they got Makar back on the back, and they're 2 real losses in. I mean, 2 what they call official regulation losses so far.
I'm not worried about the lads. I still think they're to be taken seriously.
Oh God, yes. I have decided. I'm being the big hockey expert that I am. You got Kaprizov and Boldy.
Yep.
Boldy's great. And now you got Hughes and Faber.
Yep.
You got 4 of the 25 best players in the league.
Yep.
Wow.
Faber, what a revelation he's been, man.
And Eck he's pretty up there.
Eck is a hard-nosed son of a gun, man.
And they got 2 goalies who just make each other better.
Yeah, and if one of them has lets in 4 one night, then they can play the other guy 2 games in a row or something.
Why they play in Nashville, I think it's tomorrow, at 5 p.m.? What the hell? Why is that a 5 p.m. starting time on a Tuesday?
Is it here?
Yeah.
That is a good question.
It's probably Christmassy thing. I don't know. Maybe downtown Nashville at this time of year turns into quite the party during the holidays.
If this game's here.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. I don't know. It must be TV. You know what we are seeing though with this compact schedule is the Olympic effect because they're not playing. Look at February. What do they got? 3 games, something like that.
Let me double check this game tomorrow in your 4-page sports section with the 3 o'clock in the afternoon deadline. They didn't even have the Wild score.
Oh God, no, not even close.
Well, the game was over at 7:30.
Joe, December 28th, deadline. Drop dead 5 p.m.
Oh, for God's sakes.
When they start printing in Des Moines.
They really want to get rid of the print version, don't they?
Yes, they do. I told you 3 weeks ago. You ever get one of those late flies?
I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Nashville, 7 p.m. tomorrow night. What I was noting is it's not on TV unless you have that ESPN Plus deal.
Well, no. You got to have regular TV.
Hulu, and ESPN Plus.
Oh, Hulu. Okay. Hulu.
I think we got
Hulu.
We got Hulu.
You can find it. I don't know why I got a Hulu. It's like $180 or some damn thing. I don't know, but
then they're off until Saturday night at hated Winnipeg.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Winnipeg is. We've kind of passed them up, haven't we? They were. They had a couple of pretty damn good years, but.
And that's a 6 p.m. start Saturday in Winnipeg.
Yep. So Last night, I was watching the Gopher basketball game. We brought in the Campbell Fighting Camels, right?
Uh-huh.
And this is part of the non-conference schedule that we're playing. And I wonder if there were 2,300 in there.
Oh, no.
Did you watch it at all, Reuvers?
I did not. I did see, but I
were
did,
on the road.
I was on the road, but I did see the night that they beat Indiana. It looked like they had a decent crowd.
Oh, yeah. Well,
it's a conference game. I get it, but yeah, that's
7,000 or something like that. It wasn't exactly, this was Nico's first Big Ten game against Indiana at Williams Arena. It wasn't exactly like Mussey's first Big Ten game against Indiana when they had 19,000 in there. And Bobby chased the officials off the court and down the steps after the end of the game, 51-50 Gophers, and it was a precursor to a riot to come. That one wasn't. So,
Let me get back to Reuvers' road trip a minute.
Oh boy,
yeah.
2 questions.
Sure.
Well, how'd you get tickets when you got there?
Yeah,
Just off the street?
I know a
I
guy.
would imagine, Joe, when you're 3 and 13 or something, you don't have to worry about buying tickets.
It looks sold out.
I looked at just out of curiosity because I was given a pair of tickets. I'll just put it that way. But I was looking at the secondary market just for out of curiosity. You could have got in for about $20 yesterday. And here's the problem: the drive from Western New York to Cleveland is about 3 hours. That place was 65% Bills fans.
And second question,
Yes,
what
sir.
time did you get home yesterday?
We drove back. We stayed the night in Wisconsin. It was Black River Falls or River Fall, whatever that's called.
Yeah.
We stayed there and then we drove here. Because I was going to take him home in the morning and then come here, but we got that ice storm. So 94 was
So
closed.
you and your lad have come right to this studio from Cleveland.
Correct.
I'll be damned.
Yep.
Speaking of the River Falls, as he mentioned,
Oh, yes,
there, the
yes.
Falcons, the Fighting River Falls Falcons, in the national championship game, Division III, in Canton, Ohio, I believe, on January 7th, against North Central, which has been North Central down in Illinois, which has won 3 of the last 5 finals and lost this would be their 6th straight final, I think.
Is this River Falls' first appearance in the final?
Yes, they got a coach named Matt Walker. He came in there in 2011. They had a dump of a building. They had 7 losing seasons, bad losing seasons in 7 or 8 years, and they kept with him. Then they built a new $65 million facility for their athletics that opened in 2017. And they have 118 players that I counted up, and 66 Minnesotans.
Wow.
Most of them from the metro area. Mm-hmm. And the quarterback, Caleb Blaha, is going to be the Division III Player of the Year. He's a friendly kid, and he went to Winona, and the pandemic hit. And then he came up there and he got hit last year, so he's a 6-year guy. He got hurt last year, so he's a 6-year guy. But they packed him in over there like 3 weeks in a row to play, and that game you can see the video of the winning touchdown. It's 42-42 within the final minute, and they throw a 70 or 80-some yard touchdown pass to win the game.
I have
to a kid from Woodbury, by the way.
Nice.
Blake Rohr catches the pass. So.
Pat, I have a niece that plays tennis at River Falls, and I got a video sent to me of the student section. It looked like it was a pretty packed and festive house that day for that
Did
game.
they sneak a alcoholic beverage in? Maybe a little.
Oh, these are college kids, Pat, on campus. I mean, I got to imagine that they wouldn't do a thing like that. I can't imagine.
What's that new football stadium at River Falls hold?
Well, the stadium is not new, but it is remodeled a little bit. But the facility where they have all their athletics, hockey rink, the workout rooms for the football team and everything is a new building with Falcon Center that was built in 2017. That's has changed everything because they've apparently had the worst facilities in North America before that. So. If you're a Minnesota kid, you go over there for what do they call that when they when they pay the same
Reciprocity.
price as Wisconsin kids, whatever.
Reciprocity.
Yes, that's it. Yes, and they got a lot of. I think the student body over there is damn near half Minnesotans.
Yeah.
Well, hell, you could commute.
Yeah, you
live
really
at
could.
home.
That's it. I wrote something about it a month ago or so. It's if you go to Allianz Field, the middle, right up the street from us. That's the middle of the Twin Cities, right?
Right.
That's the midway. It's 33 miles to the River Falls Stadium. The closest team that plays football at the State University, not the Gophers, obviously, but the State University is Mankato, which is 88 miles. So it's our hometown. It's basically the Twin Cities hometown university, except you got the border in there.
I was telling somebody, Pat, because we always play at the River Falls ballpark every year. The guy that runs our team is buddies with the guy that runs their team, and in any event, they said, "Well, you're going to go all the way to Wisconsin to play a game?" I said, I get there from this building in 35 minutes. Yeah. It takes me an hour to get to Faribault.
No, yeah, it is. It's quick, and they're having a good time over there. They're good folks too. I mean, the coaches. They hired him from DePaw, which is they have the big rivalry with Wabash, and they've played each other for 100 and some years, the longest rivalry. But he came up here as the football coach in 2011, and he's got 4 kids. He's got 3 older kids, and then when I called him a couple of weeks ago, he said, "I'll call you back. I'm at my son's hockey game. His youth hockey game." Well, the poor guy's got a 6-year-old hockey player who came along. He said he got caught in the pandemic. He and the wife got caught in the pandemic, and here came another kid about 6, 7, 8 years later than the others. So then I said, "Boy, you got a lot of hockey games to go to if you're going to a kid at 6 years old." So
let's get the schedule here. When is your next exercise appointment today at home? When are you supposed to do it?
It's not there's no schedule at home. Tomorrow I see the doc who did the surgery, and then on Christmas Eve, to celebrate Christmas Eve morning, I get to go to the rehab place and have my knee bent in ungodly position. So we'll see. That happened the first time last week, like Thursday or so, and it wasn't bad, I didn't feel bad, and then Friday morning I couldn't move, so it's
well, they probably tell you got to keep moving.
Oh God, yes, yeah, there's no doubt about it. You know what I'm wishing this was a bad time of year to get it, because I think if it was summer, you could just walk around a block.
Yeah.
Get some exercise, but I don't think going out on the icy road and taking a fall would be a good idea.
No.
Right?
How about for Christmas, the DA gets you a Peloton? The little stationary bike. You can do some movement that way.
They had me on those Pelotons, though. They had me on one of those bikes, and I was going like crazy. Well, they pedal too easy. There's no pressure on them,
You were on a Peloton?
You can adjust the pressure.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
Yeah, they got a knob.
I don't know. I keep,
you can make it harder. I mean.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I will. We'll get through this eventually, and then.
Well, I have no doubts. I just want you to keep moving.
Yeah. Oh, I've been moving. I've moving. In fact, I moved my whole operation from the upstairs room to all the way down to the dungeon because it's easier to set up. I got one of these ice machines, but I think that's run its course to as far as helping with the swelling and stuff like that. But I think I got down there in the quiet of the dungeon and slept a little bit. One of my biggest problems I wasn't getting any sleep. I'm doing 2 hours max.
Boy, I'm taking your counsel. I ain't having this done. Just cut it off.
It's I think that you know, when you're 80 years old and you're chubby and you've been walking around, and you're not supposed to have any bone left. You're not supposed to have anything left but bone in your knee. You know what the hell?
Well, you're going to be playing with house money. You'll be out there doing a dance, and the rest of us will be limping.
Well, I'm not betting him on that. It's I called up for advice. He's had two of them.
Yeah, Mike
Grant.
Yeah.
I called up Mike Grant. He said, just move around. He said, just keep moving. He started telling some Bud stories. I sent one of them to you.
Yeah, I know. I got a kick out. You better tell that one.
Yeah. So I think it was Wes Hamilton who played at Wayzata, right? Mm-hmm. And Wes was a rookie down there. They drafted him. He was a good player for a while. And as they're going upstairs to the dinner there, you know, Bud's in the elevator there, and Wes happens to come at the same time, and he, you know, this is like the first day. Bud hadn't hardly even met him, you know, and he reaches over and he shakes Bud. He gets Bud to shake his hand and say, "Bud, blah blah blah." Wes Hamilton, and next day, the timing is the same. Wes walks in the elevator, Bud's standing there, and Wes reaches out to shake his hand, and Bud looks at him and says, "Are we going to do this every day?"
Tell the one about Bud at the hospital.
Oh yeah, he was he was at St. Mary's down there, or Mayo, you know, his connection with Mayo, and he was in there for something, and he was in a bad mood. They kept asking him how he felt, you know, as the nurses come in and say how you felt. And he told them truthfully, and finally they threw him out for his bad attitude.
Yeah, he had to leave the hospital.
He was through. I mean, you can do this at home, you know. He was too grumpy.
So you're saying if Bud had walked up to the bank teller and she had asked if he had big plans for the weekend, that might not have gone over well?
That wouldn't have worked well with Bud.
Yeah. Hey,
or he'd say, I have another auction.
Who was Lynn's first corporate sponsor? Remember, Frito-Lay, right? Wasn't it Frito-Lay?
I don't know.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that? Like, first we had a Frito-Lay Extra Point, and we had God, remember the late 80s, we didn't have any of this stuff.
Right.
We didn't have any corporate sponsors. And I think it was Frito-Lay, and they had a little reception for about 25 Frito-Lay guys down at Mankato for training camp. I've told this story before, but one night, and they're at a reception, and Bud shows up, and he talks to everybody, and next morning he comes down for breakfast, and he's walking through the hall at 7 a.m., and this guy comes, Bud walks over and met you last night, and shakes out his hand, and Bud says, "We did that last night."
I can just see him saying that.
Oh my God!
Yes, with those steely eyes. It's funny though. Like, I guess all of us old people, man, when he got older and you started a conversation, you couldn't shut him up.
Yeah,
it just kept going and going and going.
Well, that should wrap it up, Pat.
All right, you fellas all have a pretty good Christmas. I'm not supposed to sell a car here, am I, Reuvers?
If you'd like, yeah, we could certainly do that for Jim Paul's Valley Group of GM dealers.
Yeah, hey, I don't think it's too late for Christmas. Do you?
Oh, heavens, no.
Hell no. You drive one home today.
You're out there. You head out Cedar Avenue right now, 147th Street. Take a right. Jim Paul and Brett Paul's Valley Group of GM dealers. A lot is out there full of SUVs, Buick SUVs of all varieties, GMCs. And here's the deal. Low interest rates and high factory rebates. Real good financial people out there that'll make it happen for you. These Buick SUVs, I'm seeing them all over now, and they're terrific. They're beautiful machines, and there's a variety of them, variety of sizes. And you go to your kid's hockey game and look in the parking lot. There'll be about 25 of them among 150 cars there. So. That's the way to go, and Jim Paul's is the place to do it. Apple Valley, 147th Street, and take a right. Cedar to 147th, take a right.